Last week, a South Carolina court finally heard from Alex Murdaugh, who faces 2 counts of murder in the deaths of his wife and son, after weeks of testifying. The disgraced former attorney pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of murder and 2 weapons charges in June 7, 2021. The deaths of his wife, Margaret Maggie Murdaugh, and son, Paul Murdaugh, at their Arlington residence. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at the most terrifying moments in Alex Murdaugh's family murder trial, courtroom. Yeah, you heard it right. This week, prosecutors rested their case against Murdaugh, who they said of killing his wife and kid to divert attention from a variety of alleged financial offenses for which he faces 99 additional charges. The defense has portrayed Murdaugh as a devoted father and spouse who was falsely accused due to a badly conducted investigation. Friday afternoon, Murdaugh completed 2 days of testimony. The court recessed for the weekend and will reconvene on Monday in the morning. Murdaugh revealed publicly for the first time that he lied to detectives about his whereabouts on the night of June 20th, 2021, when his wife and son were murdered. The former attorney stated that his voice may be heard in a video that appears to have been recorded at the dog kennels where his wife and son's remains were discovered. The footage was utilized by prosecutors to place Murdaugh at the scene of the murders, contradicting his repeated denials to law enforcement that he was present that night. Many witnesses stated that his voice can be heard in the background of the video that Paul filmed around 8:44 p.m. on June 7th, 2021. Mr. Murdaugh, are you on the kennel video at 8:44 p.m. on June 7th, the night Maggie and Paul were murdered? Questioned defense counsel Jim Griffin. Murdaugh said it is. Murdaugh explained that he lied about being at the kennels earlier the evening due to paranoid thinking, caused by his drug use. I did lie to them, he admitted, blaming his opiate painkiller addiction. He said, I was not thinking clearly. I don't believe I was rational at the time, and I'm very sorry I lied about being down there. In response to Griffin's queries, Murdaugh was adamant in his denial that he had shot and killed his wife and kid, stating, I never shot my wife or my son. Murdaugh testified that on the night his son and wife were murdered, he left his home after supper to care for the dogs in the kennels, and then returned home and laid down on a couch. Afterward, he chose to visit his Alzheimer's-stricken mother in nearby Alameda, he stated. Murdaugh stated that his wife was not going to accompany me that evening and that Maggie did not enjoy visiting my mother. Murdaugh told the court that he attempted to phone his wife twice on his way back from his mother's house, but she did not answer. He stated that he also texted her. Nonetheless, he stated that he did not find her non-response uncommon, given that she was with Paul and that mobile connectivity was occasionally patchy. Murdaugh admitted stealing from his law firm and his customers on Thursday, which finally led to his resignation from the law practice, formerly known as PMPED and now called Parker Law Group. Murdaugh stated during the prosecution's cross-examination, in answer to prosecutor Creighton Waters, I freely concede in all these cases. Mr. Waters, that I took money that was not mine and I should not have done so. I despise myself for having done it. It is embarrassing, he stated. I'm embarrassed for my son, he continued. I'm humiliated for my family, and I don't dispute that I did it. Murdaugh grew clearly agitated when his defense attorney questioned him if he and his son, Paul, had a nice time the day before the murder. Alex Murdaugh, who broke down in tears, stated that it was impossible to be with Paul and not have a wonderful time. Were you close with Paul? Said defense counsel Griffin. Still in tears, Murdaugh responded, you couldn't be much closer than he was to Paul and his other surviving son, Buster. Murdaugh cried as he detailed finding the remains of his wife and son in the family's dog kennels the night they were murdered on Thursday. Margaret and Paul were not at the Arlington residence when Murdaugh returned from visiting his mother, and he assumed that they were still at the kennels, so he returned there. What did you observe? Griffin inquired. I witnessed what you've seen in the photographs, he told his defense counsel, crying and pausing before concluding, it was so terrible. Murdaugh remembers phoning 911 and attempting to attend to Paul and Maggie while on the phone, switching back and forth between them. Murdaugh stated that Paul's injuries were particularly severe, and he remembers attempting to check his son's body for a pulse and turn him over. I don't know why I tried to hand him up, murmured a distraught Murdaugh. I mean, my son is lying on his stomach, his actions are what they are. His head was formed as it was, I observed his brain lying on the street. I had no idea what to do. Murdaugh's attorney asked him, did you receive high-velocity blood spatter on your clothes from being close to the killing of Maggie or Paul? Murdaugh stated, there is no way that I was splattered with high-velocity blood. I've read reports to that effect. He added, "I was not present when Paul and Maggie were shot." So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section down below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.